Hey guys, Lewis here, and in this video today I'm going to be answering one of your questions. I got a comment from a user called Charlie863 asking about right hand technique, and I'd just like to talk about what that's all about. When I came across this right hand technique, this is something that was completely different to what I've done before. So I'd like to talk about that. Another thing is this is going to be a new series. I may call it something like Ask Lewis, where simply leave a comment in on the description, just below the description, and talk to me. Let me know what sort of thing that you'd like to see more of, what questions you have about this style of music, and I'm here to help with that. I will create some videos for you. Let's get a bit closer and let's check out some gypsy jazz right hand technique. Now with this right hand technique, the first thing you'll notice is that I have a very arched wrist. This is very important to get the right angle of your pick and the right attack, and that gives your guitar a bit more volume than normal. So traditionally, some guys may rest on the bridge and sort of play away from the guitar, where this is the opposite. You want your pick at a very downwards angle. Same with the wrist, nice and arched. And you want to be pushing down. Now instantly, right, that was a loud, it sounds much louder than normal. So that's the first thing you've got to do. And also, pick-wise, I'm using a killing nonis pick, but a nice thick pick also helps. We're using something called the rest stroke technique, where all that really means is, if you've got your wrist and your pick in the right position, once you push down, you should instantly land on the next string. And that doesn't feel forced, right? I'm simply just pushing down and it should land comfortably on the next string. With this style of music, we're mainly using a lot of downstrokes. We are using upstrokes as well, but very important things to be thinking about. Every time you change string, you want to be landing on a downstroke. So every time you change string, making sure that you start with a downstroke. An upstroke and a downstroke have its own sort of tonal qualities, and that downstroke is a nice bright, big sound, which sounds great. So using that rest stroke, always landing on the next string. Every new string starts with the downstroke. You can use upstrokes as well for faster licks, but bearing that in mind as well. Very important to do that. How can you practice this? I did a video a while back about how to build speed, and a really simple exercise would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 on every string. Now, first of all, trying that with alternate picking, down, up, down, up. But I'm not only playing down, up, I've got a nice arch wrist, right? And every downstroke is landing perfectly on the next string. So that was just 0, 1, 2, 3 on every string. Down, up, 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 down, up. So every string, starting with that downstroke, that works really well. So that's a nice little exercise you can do. Obviously, practice your soloing really, really slowly, always starting with a downstroke on the new string. Now, another point as well, I have nothing anchoring the guitar. Quite oftenly, a lot of people do this, where instead of that, you want it to be completely floating. Now, initially, that feels really bizarre, right? Because you've got nothing to rest. And when I first started doing this, it did feel very strange. But the more you do it, it does get more comfortable. So nothing is touching the guitar except your pick. So bear that in mind too. So some key points: arch wrist, downward angle, nice thick pick, pushing down, rest stroke technique. Talks about exercise to do it. If you bear all these in mind with nothing touching it, that's the way to get the gypsy jazz sound. And it makes your guitar sound so much louder as well. So if I just give you a brief example, maybe a blues technique, I'm just going to rest on the bridge a bit. All right, a blues lick. Now that was much louder. Did I play much louder in the right hand? No, I didn't really give it much more. All I simply did is use this technique and it really pumps it up. So, you know, when I speak to students and friends who I play with, they always go, how do you make your guitar sound so loud? And how do you get that sort of tone? And it's all to do with the right hand technique. This is vital. I keep this technique in my lip pump as well. So you want to keep that for that too. Hope this helps. Please let me know if you've got any questions. Comment in the description below and I'll make a video just for you. Keep it up. Speak to you soon.